Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Ella.
Hi.
Hi, Sylvia. I'm the founder
Hi,
of
Ella.
I'm the founder of Credible Creative Travel, and I have Sylvia with me, who is one of the founders of Fahina Archaeology Outreach. And we're really sorry that we couldn't do the live with Stephanie Jones. Something came up last minute, and she couldn't make it, but we're going to postpone the event, so we're going to definitely have her on. But in the meantime, we didn't want to waste time or waste opportunity, since we advertised the event. So Sylvia and I thought that we would just have a chat about
We just
things.
come online. Yeah.
Just come online and have a chat about things, mostly business development related things.
Mhm.
We have an
Mhm.
outline. Basically, we have 3 tips for you, and we're just gonna have a chat and discuss it, and hopefully it will do some good. So thank you.
Yeah.
And Sylvia, do you want to start?
Yeah. Um, Thank you very much for joining us, and we would like to thank everyone who has so far who has shown interest in the group. And like Ella mentioned, she represents Crabble Creative Travel, and I represent Fahina Archaeology Outreach. And the Heritage Education Network, all the stuff that you have seen on that page is a collaboration between Crabble Creative, between Ella and Fahina Archaeology Outreach. And we are all archaeologists who have worked in Belize, with backgrounds
Yeah.
in archaeology. We have 4 people working on Heritage Education Network, and we hope to bring you the other 2 persons on live videos very soon. And yes, we are very sorry that we weren't able to run our first business support video with Stephanie. However, it is only postponed; it is not canceled. And Ella and I will be sharing like 3 very short tips that have helped us sort of grow our initiatives, Ella's travel initiative and my our NGO initiative, sorry. So yeah, we hope that these tips are helpful. And again, these are tips that we have gathered over our years working in the heritage tourism sector in Belize. And we hope that you guys find it useful. And thank you very much for joining us again. And yeah, we'll jump right into it. So a Heritage Education Network is aimed toward anyone who has been working in the heritage tourism industry specifically. That includes, of course, tour guides, tour operators, but also gift shop vendors, artisans, whether you are a slate carver, a part of a cooperative, or if you make ceramics, whatever sort of materials you produce, if you have one of your target audience as the tourism sector, we are here to support you. We do this in 2 ways: by archaeological content videos, or historical content videos more broadly, and by business support videos. And we keep sort of mentioning or talking about business. And a guide or an artisan might say, well, I'm an artisan, or I am a tour guide. I work with a tour operator. However, I want to put this sort of idea in your mind. Whether you are an artisan or a tour guide or a tour operator, you yourself are a small business. You can fall within the category of a small business. You, as a guide or as an artisan, produce a product, and a holistic view of that product includes the tour that you might present, or the slate carving that you might make, but also your interaction with your audience, with your guest, with the person who is buying this object from you. And once you sort of start seeing yourself as a small business person, that sort of opens up a whole bunch of possibilities as to how you can interact with your audience in a way that will sort of increase your visibility, and hopefully help you to create a more robust product and help you to get more sales and to grow. I don't know if Ella wants to add anything.
Yeah, and also it's important to always aim to improve your product or service that you provide. So for tour guides, this means, you know, expanding their knowledge on a certain topic or taking a new direction, you know, in their tours. And for people who sell a physical product, like artisans or artists, it is to create better and better and better products. Because it's very easy, you know, I know it happens to me too, that it's once you have something running and, you know, you make a living out of it, you get comfortable. You're like, yeah, I'm you know, I get by. And that shouldn't be enough, you know. And I find that it's very easy. I think it's human nature to just be like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm good. And then you don't improve your product, and then eventually it will age out. You know, there's gonna be new people coming in who are gonna do a better product, who are gonna provide a better service, and you know, it's gonna age out. So you need to always improve. And also, if you do that and you show that to your audience and your customers, they're gonna see that you're dedicated to what you do. They're gonna see that you're legitimate. They're gonna see that, okay, you're really are for them, you know, you work for them, and to provide better products, better services, and that will make people you know, tell other people about you and what you do, and you can get more customers through that. So it's very important to not just have one product and be okay for 10 years. It's important to always improve, I think, in a way.
So that jumps us right into the tips that we are going to talk to you about today. The first and foremost, have a robust product, have a well-rounded product. For a lot of people, for tour guides, for example, your product is your tour, and that includes everything from the minute you meet the guests, the experience that you have with them, your mannerisms, the way you speak with them, the content that you provide on the tour, the hospitality aspect of it. That is your product. If you're an artisan, for example, your product is your painting. But also, you can always expand your product to include sort of the process. And I think Ella mentioned in our previous conversation the creative process behind creating those paintings. So try to look at your product as something holistic from different angles and including as much elements as you can. Developing a strong product, like Ella mentioned, requires a whole lot of learning, a whole lot of improvement. It's not something big, it's not something scary. A lot of times we see very, very, very cool or interesting or engaging projects or products. It's just a matter of developing small little aspects that can increase your visibility, that can increase your impact, the impact that your product can have. So I guess our tip to you would
make it better than others, so you can stay in the game. That's the point. I think
our tip would be to have a robust product, and to remember that always includes a little bit of learning, a little bit of improvement. And that is what this page is here to help you guys with, to provide the content and some of the tools for free that can help you to increase and to improve, whatever product you already have. It's just to give you a little bit of an edge with existing materials and information that you already have. Our second tip would be, one of the most important things that or tools that we work with is social media. Once you have that robust product, your next step is to market that product. And social media, especially Facebook, provides a free platform for that. Social media is accessible. A lot of us now have phones that can run a Facebook account. Internet and data is available. in a lot of places in our country, unfortunately not all of them, but you have a tool and you have an audience. It's just a matter of taking that tool and taking that audience and channeling your business through it. There are a lot of different platforms that you can use, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, a variety of platforms and a variety of ways to create content and posts for that. And within our business segment, we hope to, in the very near future, as soon as next week, bring you videos that would help you to maybe establish a Facebook page, to improve a Facebook page, to talk about the pros and cons of using Facebook versus other social media platforms, videos of that sort of nature when it comes to social media content.
It's very important to have a good Facebook profile. There are so many options. You can have a business page, a page for a charity, page for an NGO, page for a travel company. You can have an individual, like a personal brand or something like that, for tour guides, or for artisans who are alone. And it's very important that it makes you look legitimate. I think many people don't have, when they're in the early stages of their business, or if they're not doing very well, they don't have the ability to have a website, to pay someone to do a website, or to develop a website on their own, and maintain it. So and while that is important, you do have Facebook and you do have Instagram and other social media portals that you can use, you can utilize it, and it makes you look legitimate. I cannot stress this enough, that I run into so many of these situations in Belize that I want to collaborate with tour operators or artisans, and I do look, most of them don't have websites, but that's fine. I look at Facebook and I find something sometimes, and then it's so disappointing that I want to contact the person and they either never answer, or there's an invalid phone number there, there's an old email there that doesn't lead anywhere. So it's just lost opportunity. And then again, if you look at a website and it's not filled in properly, it's missing information. I know the person maybe personally, and I know that their business is legit, or the product they're selling is wonderful, but someone else won't, and someone else will not make the effort to find that out. They're just going to look at your page and they're just going to be like, yeah, this is not legitimate, this sounds dodgy, and they're going to leave. And you don't want to risk that, because it's so easy to just fill in everything in your profile. It takes a little bit of time. You can think about it, and a little bit of about info, and you can keep updating it to have valid phone numbers, to have valid email addresses, and then answer if someone messages you. Make sure, and you can also improve it by uploading photos that are quality. So you don't want all those pixelated photos on your Facebook page, and you can create graphics very easily. I think we're going to link some of those like free tools that you can download to your like their websites, but they also have app forms, and you can download easily download them onto your phone and create something with them. It doesn't have to be fabulous and fancy, but it has to look clean and quality, and it's very important. So we want to help you with that as well, because we found with Sylvia that it's missing from many of the business Facebook pages in Belize, or many of the people don't even have a Facebook page, and you cannot even reach them, even though they do wonderful work, and it's just a shame. And so we want to help you guys with that.
Yes. And these social media tools, I mean, there is a learning curve. It does take a little bit. I mean, Ella and I have been experiencing quite a learning curve today, trying to get this video to you guys. But we want to, I guess, make this process easier for you based on the experiences that we have had. So if we have learned something that works for us, and if we can say, look, Facebook is here, you can use it in this way, here are some tips and tools that will make it easier so that your learning curve is a lot, less steep than ours, then we would be more than happy to do that. And like Ella mentioned, some of the content that will be coming up, we will link free software and easy to use software, because we realize that a lot of small businesses won't have sort of that capital to put toward a Photoshop license, for example. But there are alternatives out there, and we'll bring you videos like that, and we'll channel it through our business support series. And that brings us to our last tip. So our last tip is, once you have your social media up, and even if it's a page with all the information posted on there, even if it has 2 or 3 photos, a social media page with 2 or 3 photos that has all the information out there is, in a way, better for your business than a social media page that is incomplete but has a whole bunch of pictures and posts. But once you have your social media posts, it is very, very, very important for you to collaborate. How do you collaborate on social media? Okay, for example, if you're a tour guide, part of your package includes taking your guests to gift shops, taking your guests to other vendors, even if it's the favorite guy at a site or a park where you get your water from, even if it's something as basic as that. If you have a Facebook page as a guide, and if that vendor has a Facebook page, if you go there, if you buy something from there, if you support them, take a photo with them, post a picture of their shop. If you see them post content, like, share, communicate with them sort of on social media. It does not harm you to give a like or to bring traffic to the Facebook page of someone that you work with, especially if you guys are collaborators and there is no sort of competition. Collaborating with other Facebook pages brings visibility also to your own page. And what it also does, it highlights that you have a robust package, that your package not only includes a site, for example, it includes stores where you can buy stuff, it includes vendors, it includes the slate carver or the painter or the person from the women's cooperative that has all these jewelries or souvenirs to sell. So it gives you sort of a robust product, and it gives you a lot of visibility. And I think, again, Ella and I are sharing these tips from our perspective, what we have found works for us and that has helped us grow. And for example, I can tell you right off the bat that the Belize Yucatec Maya Association, for example, have a wonderful Facebook page. They're always posting, they're always engaging, and they're always liking and sharing the information of other people. And we're very appreciative of that. And I don't think we always say it. We show it, but we don't always say, thank you for sharing our content. And that increases our visibility, but it increases their visibility as well. And if anyone would ask me, for example, anything about the Yucatec Maya cultural language, I'd say I have no background knowledge on that, but I could point them in the right direction because I am familiar with a very visible and responsive Facebook page that would more than likely, be a contact person that would be able to give people that information. And collaboration does not take a lot of time or a lot of effort, but it goes a long way in marketing your product and marketing a holistic or robust product.
Yeah, and Heritage Education Network is collaboration between Krebu Creative Travel and Sylvia's Fahina Archaeology Outreach. And we have very different goals because Fahina is an NGO and I'm tapping into travel and working with tour operators and other NGOs, but we collaborate, we share each other's posts, we give a shout out when something good happens to the other, and it happens so often that I would go to a market and find these amazing artisans, and I would, want to take a photo and say, oh, I've been to this market, especially from a tourism perspective, just for other travelers who would be interested in markets. I would just, snap a photo and say, oh, go to this market, they plan this, every month or something like that. And I would want to tag the artisan, but I can't, because they don't have a page, they don't have a Facebook page, they don't have Instagram, they don't have anything. And it doesn't have to be something big, but one person is enough. If you're behind it, you show your process, you show, oh, okay, this is how I buy my paint, this is how I start my painting, or, oh, I went on a trip to wherever, and this scenery inspired me, and then I'm painting this. So people are interested in that. Obviously, there's no one size fits all, so you have to adapt to your business, and your business more than anyone. You have to see who your customers are and what they would be interested in seeing from you. But in general, what was hard for me is, thinking, like Sylvia mentioned, who would be interested in me going out for water and carrying the gallon water or something home. I thought no one, but it's something that you do. It gives identity to your brand, to your business, because people want to know that there's a person behind it, and they want to know your personality, or your brand's personality, or your leading team's personality, and they want to, it might not be related to your business that you're getting water, but it makes it fun, and makes it look like, yeah, you're a real person behind all of this, and that connects people. And yeah, so it's important.
It's engaging and it connects people.
Yeah.
And so that brings us sort of to the end of the 3 tips that we would like to share with you all. And again, to recap them just very quickly, the first and foremost, the idea that you, as a person that has this sort of product, you can view yourself as a small business and use this apply small business tips to what you already have and what you are already presenting, to increase visibility, to sort of increase your product, basically, to make it better, to give yourself an edge that makes you stand out. And these tips can, again, be used across the board and can be applied to a lot of different situations. Like, some people might say, okay, I am a tour guide, or I am an artisan. I have, we have a variety of different products. How can this tip help me when it's meant for small businesses? And Ella and I we can say we use the same types of tips, but she is geared toward travel and I am an NGO. Very different goals, but it's a matter of taking information that is out there and applying it, taking out the bits and pieces that can help you, and sort of pushing aside the bits and pieces that simply aren't applicable to you. And what we have found is having a robust product, having a social media presence, and sort of collaborating with other people on social media, giving people likes, giving people shares, commenting, and genuinely commenting, has helped our products, our individual products grow, have helped our initiatives grow, and has helped to give us visibility within the heritage tourism area. Another aspect of collaboration that we'd like to highlight, now that we're at the end of our video, is the collaboration that is the Heritage Education Network. Over the next couple of weeks, you'll be seeing a variety of people come onto the page, and most of the content that has been produced is a collaboration between professionals in archaeology, in history, in business development, that who have given their time to bring this content and bring this information to you guys. All these videos are open source, they're free, they're online for you guys. There is not a charge for this. And it's a little bit of a learning curve, and the videos will come in whenever they come in. We hope that you guys stay tuned to our page and that you find the videos and the content that we're putting on here useful. And to just remember that this is absolutely a collaboration between a whole bunch of interested persons from both of our network, from Ella's network and from ours. And if there are any areas of interest that you guys might have, types of videos that you would like to see, types of content, specific questions, please let us know and we'll reach out to our network and see if it's possible to get a professional to talk about that topic. And I'd also like to highlight the wonderful work that April Martinez and Rebecca Friedel have been doing behind the scenes as well. So there's 4 archaeologists working on Heritage Education Network, and Rebecca Friedel is the co-founder of Fahina Archaeology Outreach, and April Martinez is a new member of Fahina and also a wonderful lecturer at the University of Belize. But we're all coming together, we're all collaborating, and we're all here to provide tips and tools to help you get an edge with whatever product you are currently, producing, whatever your product is. And we really thank you for being here, and we hope that these videos are useful, and we're always open to suggestions on how we can improve. So talk to us, talk to each other, let us know, give us some feedback. Is there anything else that you'd like to add, Ella?
No, you basically said everything. So yeah,
wonderful.
We hope it will be useful, and really this whole thing that we started is specifically for you, for everyone in Belize who needs help right now and in the future. So really, please do share your questions in the groups, in the community group or on the Facebook page. We're going to read it, and even if it's just a very specific tiny thing, ask. And if someone knows, collaborate and help each other out. And if someone knows the answer or someone has tips, feel free to share. If you know of opportunities, feel free to share. That's what we're here for. So really, yeah.
So we will be bringing you our next video in the archaeologist series on Thursday, and it'll be a live video. We're going to post up details about that as soon as we have them, so sometime later today or early tomorrow. We have launched our archaeologist series on Saturday. Doctors Sean Morton and Megan Paramaki Brown from the Sand Creek Regional Archaeology Project have been creating videos for us. They have been, well, not for us, for you guys, for us to share. With you guys, and they've been really, really great with that. So we're very appreciative of that, and we hope to see future collaborations like that. And we are all stuck at home at this moment, but that does not mean that we don't use this opportunity to further learn and further develop. And just a few health and safety tips. Make sure you guys are staying at home as much as possible. Practice good hygiene, wash your hands. If you do have to go out, practice social distancing. Belize has a curfew at the moment. Take that very seriously. Stay at home, stay safe, and thank your healthcare workers. And remember that by staying at home and staying safe, we are flattening the curve. And hopefully by doing that, we'll get back to our normal lives sooner. So yeah, thank you very much for being here and for listening. And
yeah, thank you, and bye. See you guys soon.
Yes. See you guys soon.